Hey there everyone! Welcome back to Let Us Read, Let Us Talk.
This is Let Us Read, Let Us Talk. Presented by Dinara Edirimanne.
I'm going to be showing you guys the books that I bought from my book haul in August. I know it's been a while. No, it's almost 2 months past August. But the reason is it took me a lot of time to read these books. So, especially Amari and the Nine Brothers and Harry Potter 1. It took me like forever to read this. I'll be showing you all the books I brought. So, let's get to it. The first book I want to show you guys is Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Deep End. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. As soon as I came home from the bookstore with this book, I jumped to my bed and started reading this right that instant. This book was super hilarious. This one is super cool, and this book is kind of like related to Diary of the Wimpy Kid long haul. So in this book, the Halfleys are going on a road trip, and in the Deep End book also, the Halfleys are going on a road trip, but not in their car, in their Uncle Gary's camper van. And this book is much funnier than the long haul. The next book I want to show you guys is Dog Diaries Party Time. Dog Diaries 2. Oh my gosh, I love it. This book is way more better than the first one. I read this book and it was hilarious. I have no words to explain. This book is super duper good. This is really, really good. You guys have to read this. And the cover is dashing, by the way. The next book is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, considered as Harry Potter 1. This book is related to the movie. Normally, when a book comes out like a film, it doesn't have the exact same as the book. But this movie is really exact same. When I was looking for books in the store, when I saw this book and the other books in this series, I was like, oh my gosh, I've seen all the first 4 movies of Harry Potter, but I haven't read any of the book yet. So I took it. This one is really good. You should try it. Next book is The Ballet Shoes. Oh my gosh, this book is kind of getting interesting to me because right now I'm reading this book. You can see here is my bookmark, and right now I'm in page 103. So I don't know what happens in the end. I'm still reading this, and right after I finish reading this, I'll do a review about that too. The next one, Amari and the Night Brothers. I reviewed this book in my previous video, and I told you that this book's my favorite because this book is full of mysteries, adventures, and this book is about a normal girl. She is black, but she is magical. Amari is magical. The next books I want to show you guys is the Wimpy Kid books I bought. Before I even bought these books, I only had 7 Wimpy Kid books. So after I added these books to my Wimpy Kid series, now I only have 2 books to buy: Roderick Rules and The Meltdown. So I'll tell you the Wimpy Kid books I bought. Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Deep End. Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Third Wiggle. This book is really awesome because Greg faces for lots of troubles and the Valentine's Day at the school. The Last Straw. I love it. This is the second book of the Wimpy Kid series, and there are lots of fun stuff in this. And Wimpy Kid number 1, a novel and cartoons. Reading this book gave me all the answers to my questions I had when reading these books, because in this book it explains a lot of more information about Greg and his family and his aunts and uncles, Rowley. So this book is also Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Getaway. I love it. This is my all-time favorite Wimpy Kid book. I love it. Now you guys may wonder what's my second favorite and third favorite Wimpy Kid book. I'll tell you. The next book is Rowley Jefferson's Awesome Friendly Spooky Stories. This is not spooky. You guys know Rowley is a completely different person from Greg, so these may spook Rowley, but this never spooks me. This is my second favorite Wimpy Kid book, and my third favorite Wimpy Kid book is The Double Down. So, the next books I'm going to show you is published by Macmillan Education, and I didn't read these because I'm stuck with the Ballet Shoes book, so I'm still reading it. And right after I read that book, I'm trying to read this. The first one is Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. The cover is really awesome. I mean, I like it. It's really different and I really like it. The next one is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandra Dumas. I just saw a review about this in Goodreads. It's all about a boy named Edmund Dantes, or I don't know how to read that name. I think it's Edmund Dante. So it's about him, and I think this is not that sad as Oliver Twist. But I love to read this book. The next one, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. I love it. The thing that motivated me to buy this book was Oliver Twist, because Oliver Twist is the saddest story I've ever read in my whole entire life. So when I saw that, now Oliver Twist is the first book of Charles Dickens, and when I got to know this book was the second book of Charles Dickens, I just thought of reading this. I thought this one is also maybe sad. So sad books doesn't make me enjoy, they make me sad. But it's like sad books are like, but Charles Dickens sad books are like all about true life of like orphan kids and people who doesn't have money, who are poor, like that. I love it. And Charles Dickens is one of my favorite authors. The Swiss Family Robinson by J.R. Wyss. It must be Wyss, W-Y-S-S, J.R. Wyss. The Swiss Family Robinson. I know Robinson Crusoe story. He's like stuck in the sea and just rushed to a beach in a land, and his dog dies due to a fire, and then he meets some animals. He make house in that land with stuff that was in his ship. I know those things, but this book, in its cover, you can see there are like in the sea. So I thought this book is related to Robinson Crusoe story, so I just bought it. The next one, Gulliver's Travels. The thing about Gulliver, he's like a man who goes to a land full of tiny people. I don't know. This makes me confused because I haven't read the book yet. Is Gulliver human and the people in that land are dwarves or elves? Or are those people in the land are humans and Gulliver is a giant? I don't know. I have to read this book. And this book is by Jonathan Swift. The next book is Treasure Island by R.N. Stevenson. I don't know what happens in this story. I just bought it. So I have to read all of these 5 books. All of these 5 books looks super interesting. So I really do have to read all of these books. So these are all the books that I bought. I think this is quite a big book haul. There are 16 books altogether. Yeah, 16 books. And I'm looking forward to review all of these books in my channel. The next thing is, I'm super excited. The latest Wimpy Kid book is coming out this October 26th. I can't wait until it comes out. And after it comes out, I'll review it too. The book's name is Wimpy Kid Big Shot. So from the cover, I can just understand it's all about Greg Heffley in sports, athletics, or something like that. So that's the end of the video. So you guys find all of these books, read it, and check out what happens in each and every book. Thank you for watching this video. You can always see my blog. Please check the description below. And you guys can share comments with me too. So let's meet with another review of a book. This is Let Us Read, Let Us Talk. Bye!
This is Let Us Read, Let Us Talk. Presented by Dinara Edirimanne.